Well, back guys to big Stevie Cool 1872. It's a wee bit nippy. I'll tell you what, it's to get nippy bum time in Scotland. Well, I'll tell you what, we need to win. Alright, let's continue the fine form. Obviously today, we're currently 8 points behind Aberdeen and Celtic. And you know what that means, troops? That means tomorrow just get turned up to the max, is what that means. We need to step up to task and get the job done. I look at the last 3 games, Dundee United, there was improvement there. The Dundee game, further improvement, right? Then with Malmo, which was the best performance of the season, no two ways about it. That was the best performance of the season. I see us building, right? You know, there's a reason to be happy, but there's, you know, let's not get carried away. We need to still produce points. Obviously, I look at the game. I think some players were maybe kept on a wee bit longer than what they should have been. I look at Dessers, but then you got the substitute. But I mean, why not bring on Zach Lovelace for like the last 15 minutes? The game was done and dusted, man. You know what I mean? That Malmo, they weren't very good, that's for sure. Malmo were absolutely done and proper. They were done and toasted. Proper. John Souttar beginning to turn into the player we thought he once was. But again, you know, I'll be fair to Souttar, right? I'm not going to paint him with the same brush as a lot of players. But John Souttar, I thought was, or this season, it's probably been our best player, hands down. I wouldn't say there's much in it. When you look at it, you know, between him and Barron, too young. Well, I mean, say too young. John Souttar's been around the block a long time. John Souttar. I mean, how old John Souttar? He must be like 27, 28. It's mad, like, because it just seems like he's been a staple hold of Scottish football forever, like. But Conor Barron, great start to the season, no complaints for me. Complaints for me. And you know, Humza Igamane, I see a player in him, so I think we've got to get him minutes tomorrow. Absolutely. I mean, I don't expect them to start. Don't get me wrong. Over Cyril Dessers, absolutely not. But here, team news is looking good. I believe there's no new injury concerns. We've seen the likes of Raskin come off the bench, so hopefully we can make a good impact tomorrow. I mean, I always thought with Raskin it was like the match made in heaven. You know, Belgian player and Belgian manager come on to like him, but he doesn't like him. And to be honest, I look at the centre mids. You know, I look at it and I think, there's really no reason to drop Diamond. I think what a lot of us have called for is potentially like Diamande to go in the 10, and maybe you could play Raskin if he gets up to form in behind with Conor Barron. Maybe that could be the way. Maybe that could be the way forward. But I mean, as for the rest of the team, I think it pretty much picks itself. I mean, Tierney, I think I've been pretty disappointed in him since the Motherwell game. He looked like a player, and you know, he has moments of brilliance. Like, you can clearly see that if the guy could apply himself a bit more or show a bit more consistency, he does look a step above, like with some of the stuff he does. But that chance he missed, man, against Malmo was shocking. But anyway, I think I've not spent a lot of time talking about the Rangers here, but I would just be repeating the same old when it comes to like the Malmo preview and things like that. I mean, not much has changed. We've obviously got better and things like that. But Hibs, right? Hibs are sitting bottom 5 in the league, I believe. Davy Gray got off to a pretty shite start, but I think the fact that Kilmarnock and Hibs are just, Kilmarnock and Hearts, are just absolutely awful. It just looks like Hibs have got off to a better start than what they really have. Hibs team, I mean, they're not a particularly strong team. Hibs, they did lose it to Luke McCowan around deadline day, which I think that could have been detrimental to their season if they brought him in. But I mean, Hibs are going to stay up, don't get me wrong, but I can just see Davy Gray going. I mean, it depends, but Kelly and Hearts are going to have to turn it around at some stage, both through the day, but I think the future's bleak for Hibs, I'll be honest. They're not really doing much anyway. But what I would say is with Hibs, tomorrow's going to be bleak for them. It's a 12 o'clock kick-off. I just don't see anything other than the Rangers win. You know, we're building momentum. It's 3 wins in a row. And again, I'm not going to, you know, get a hard on for 3 wins in a row, but what Clement said, we're building, get to October, all that good stuff. I mean, if we win the next 3 games, which includes a game at Lyon, I'll be very, very happy. And I think once you start winning like 6 games in a row, and then you're building, you're getting towards 10, and I mean, I don't think if we got beat or drew against Lyon, it would be the end of the world, because I think beating Malmo away is a massive step for this team. But you know, you win it, and what can the momentum do? And here, come on. You know what I mean? The real tests are yet to come. I'm not going to judge the guy against Lyon. I'm going to judge this guy and this team when it comes away to Pittodrie and they're still top of the league. I'm going to judge this team in Clermont when we're against Celtic in a cup final, or the next game at Ibrox in the league. Win them, you know, get the monkey off your back, so to speak, then I'll believe. But until then, no make believe here.